So and the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and a third part of the sea became blood, and a third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and a third part of the ships were destroyed. So second angel sounds, and a mountain burning with fire thrown into the sea, and the sea becomes blood coloured, and the fish creatures in the sea die, and ships were destroyed. Well, a great mountain burning with fire, this is obviously a volcano. So I want to introduce you to La Palma, which is in the Canary Islands, just off the northwest coast of Africa. And basically this is special volcano because one, it's its own island, it's in the sea, so it matches. But also in 1940s, the last time Nibiru come past actually, this thing erupted and it cracked in half. So basically what they have is a volcano that's split, that next time, the scientists say next time it erupts, half of it will fall into the sea. Or I like to add, they think half of it. I say, well, what's the chance that all of it might fall into the sea? Because the Bible says something like a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. I mean, it doesn't say half, so it could be all of it. And when it does this landslide, it will cause a ripple energy in the sea, and it will create a mega tsunami, the biggest wave anyone's ever seen. And here you can see La Palma's here, spread out 1 hour. It will be devastating for the islands around La Palma and, like I say, the northwest coast of Africa. It will be devastating for people here in Portugal and up here, and it will also come and affect Great Britain. On here it says 16 feet to 23 feet. Who knows? Who really knows? You know, it's one of them things. Who actually knows? But tell you what, it will affect people. And you know, southwest England, southwest Wales, West Wales, even people up here in sort of like, you know, towards like southern Scotland, southwest Ireland, you know, they say in this picture 13 to 23 feet. Well, I heard it was 25 meters by the scientists. But here on the Zeta talk, they actually talk about a tsunami coming in from European, they call it, but you know, La Palma will be coming in from the southwest, and they say 200 to 300 feet. That's a huge difference. Now, I don't know who's right and who's wrong. The best advice to anyone would be, before this happens, is to bugger off north and away from the coastline. Is the safest option. And here's an illustration which, there it goes, and then there's the waves. And so it will majorly affect North America, New York City. Remember the day after tomorrow? I'm just going to play this out for you now.
It's thought that the giant wave, or mega tsunami, was created by a massive landslide that took place earlier today on the volcanic island of La Palma. Eruptions this morning are believed to have split the island into two, collapsing 500 billion tons of rock into the ocean. Witnesses say this impact into the sea created a wave of over 500 meters high. That giant wave is now thought to be heading westwards across the Atlantic towards the coast of America. News of the wave may strike in less than 5 hours was greeted with mixed reactions in New York.
What kind of wave? Sound wave? They call hours. My God.
But aren't you worried about your own welfare? I mean, if this wave is coming, shouldn't we be getting out of here, all of us? I don't believe about it. I will hear about this. It happened this morning.
Get my bathing suit on, I guess, and just hope for the best. I don't know. I'm beginning to get a little scared.
US fighter jets have been scrambled in an attempt to locate the tsunami that officials fear could be making its way across the Atlantic.
This is Foxtrot Lima 99. I have a sighting. Confirm I have a sighting of the wave. Now deploying counter vision. It's heading west. It's heading west.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 11 a.m. Eastern Seaboard time. U.S. fighters confirmed the observation of the tsunami in the mid-Atlantic, which we now believe is about 500 feet high and traveling at 500 miles per hour toward the east coast of the United States.
Storm waves, the wavelength is just a few tens of meters, but with mega tsunami, it's hundreds of kilometers. And what this means is that when storm waves break onto a coastline, they break almost immediately. But mega tsunami just keep on coming through the whole length of the wave, and this makes them incredibly powerful and incredibly destructive.
But the advice we're giving is to evacuate up to 3 miles inland on the east coast. We think we are looking at only 2 to 3 hours left to do this.
Unless evacuation plans were incredibly efficient, it would not be enough time to get everybody out of the affected areas.
The tunnel's actually better. We go through the tunnel every day. I think that's the best route.
Might be. We should use our time.
They said 3 hours.
We should use our time. If we have 3 hours, we have plenty of time to get up to the GW bridge and take that.
I would rather spend 1 hour trying to get through the tunnel than
But what if it's not?
3 trying to get up time. I think it's enough time. It's never been.
The east coast of America is the worst place this could happen. It's not some remote deserted coastline, it's one of the most densely populated coasts in the world. The areas at risk include cities like Miami, parts of Boston, the coastal areas and suburbs of New York. It's almost inconceivable how much damage this event will cause.
we believe many buildings have survived intact.
So there you have it. It would be devastating for a lot of countries. US being the main one. These islands around here. And also for the UK as well, people that are not prepared, because you know, like the US, the south here is quite densely populated too, and also southwest Wales, you have Cardiff and Swansea, places like that it would rip up there. And that's, I think, what the Zetas talk, where they say about the bore, they'll push up there, Bristol, all up there. So I hope this video's opened your eyes to the possibility, and you can always make plans. It's better to be safe than sorry. Now, thanks for watching, and God bless you all.